Tonight on WTOP 10 Nightly News, a flood advisory has been called for Oswego County.
A flood advisory is issued for the county of Oswego. I'll have more in just a few.
Plus, 7 Brew is coming to Oswego.
WTOP 10 Nightly News starts now. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Michelle Smith.
And I'm Josh Madison.
The National Weather Service has issued a flood advisory for the county of Oswego effective until 10:45 p.m. tonight, specifically warning of rising waters and minor flooding along the Salmon River due to intense rainfall. Authorities are urging fishers to stay off the river as high flows have created dangerous conditions.
Drivers are being reminded to be cautious on the road since just 12 inches of water can sweep away a vehicle. Those in flood-prone areas should keep a close watch on the rising water and be prepared to move to higher ground if conditions worsen. This advisory serves as a reminder to exercise caution and prioritize safety as the excessive rainfall continues throughout the evening.
On that note, Christopher Convis is joining us from outside with a quick preview of tonight's weather.
Thanks, guys. I'm standing here right next to the Oswego River here in downtown Oswego, and as you probably could have told this past week, it's been wet and miserable. The New York State Mesonet here in Oswego has recorded almost 2.5 inches of rain here the past 3 days. Just check out the current of the river behind me from all of that. Currently here it's 42 degrees with southeast winds of 12 miles per hour with gusts going up to 25 miles per hour at some points. And I know April Fool's Day was yesterday, but this is no joke as we might be seeing a chance of snow showers in the forecast next week. But for now, I'll have to swim my way back to the other side of the river, and I'll send it back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Chris. Lake Ontario National Marine Sanctuary hosted the Lake Ontario International Film Festival this evening. The one-night film festival featured short films celebrating marine environments, maritime heritage, and human connections to the water. The short films come from all over the globe, telling stories of ancient Great Lakes species, shipwrecks, explorers, and more. The Lake Ontario National Marine Sanctuary encompasses almost 2,000 square miles of eastern Lake Ontario.
The Shinman Center is holding open hours in their greenhouse tomorrow starting at 9 a.m. The greenhouse is located on the roof of Shinman across the hall from room 174 and will consist of over 250 plant species on display. These species include those of ecological, evolutionary, or social importance found in tropical, arid, and semi-arid environments are featured. The open hours go from 9 a.m. until 5 p.m.
The College of Communication, Media, and the Arts hosted a mini open house today for prospective students. Students toured the recently renovated Tyler and Hewitt Halls and heard from Department Chair Michael Rickey.
You actually want to see the sort of spaces you're going to be working in, and this makes it a really unique opportunity to bring students who are studying in the College of Communication, Media, and the Arts together so that they can explore and get a sense of what those spaces are actually like.
The Artemis II took off yesterday. If you are more interested in space and learning more, the planetarium is hosting bi-weekly showings from 6 to 7 p.m. Although Artemis II will be up for the next 9 days, the meetings will continue throughout all of April. The shows are every Tuesday and Thursday, with the first show being today. Anyone can get in for free as the planetarium looks to give students a fun educational experience of the stars.
The Making It series continued today with a visit from Juliana Circuri-Arli. Circuri-Arli is a Brazilian sculptor based in Brooklyn. They created their sculptures from the inside out, producing the indexes of movement. Circuri-Arli says her works exist in opposition to disembodiment as a tool of systemic control. Her most recent recognition of many was the coveted Atelier Calder residency in France, where they will display their work from September to December.
Earlier today, the Hewitt Ballroom hosted Voices of Justice, Theater of the Oppressed Youth Showcase, which features the Justice Organization of Youth, or JOY, from the Rural and Migrant Ministry. JOY was founded in 2016 and highlights the voices of young people, especially in farm-working families in the Lake Ontario and Finger Lakes regions. Their work encourages audiences to reflect on systems of power, inequality, and lived experiences, while inspiring dialogue and social change.
The Student Association just announced that Ozfest tickets go on sale tomorrow, April 3rd at 12 p.m. In their post on the Oswego SA page, the limited capacity of the Deborah F. Stanley Arena was stressed because of the limited seating there is a student priority window for the first 48 hours of availability. There is also a 24-hour flash sale on tickets when they drop, so get ready to secure your tickets and enjoy Ozfest.
A man was caught on surveillance camera using a stolen credit card for a purchase in Lowe's in Cicero. The purchase was a nearly $1,500 purchase, and the state police are still on the lookout for him. This is the second incident of this, with the first being back on November 5th, 2025. Police say if you find the individual, to please call 315-366-3000.
Hershey announced that the original Reese's recipe will make a comeback next year. The company faced criticism from Brad Reese, the grandson of the founder of Reese's, when he realized that the newer products had less chocolate than in the past. Reese ignited an internet controversy in a public letter to Hershey's corporate on Valentine's Day. Hershey said that in 2027, it will shift affected products to their classic recipes.
The federal government's disease tracking agency has paused diagnostic testing on multiple infections, including rabies and monkeypox. The Center of Disease Control and Prevention posted a list this week of over 24 diseases that have halted testing. Although this is not the first time the CDC has stopped testing certain diseases, they have never halted this many testings before. A government spokesperson called the pause a routine review to uphold our commitment to high-quality laboratory testing.
Loosen your laces. The burglar behind a break-in and shoot theft is facing felony charges. 19-year-old Baldwinsville resident Matthew Rodino Jr. was arrested in the early hours of Tuesday morning. Rodino broke into Auburn apartment and stole around $1,500 worth of shoes. Rodino has been charged with a Class C felony for second-degree burglary and a misdemeanor for petite larceny.
A Syracuse man has been charged after police say he stabbed another man multiple times in a hotel room. According to Jerry Pace, a spokesperson for the police department, early Monday morning, officers were called to the Red Roof Inn to respond to the stabbing. Officers provided immediate care and took him to the hospital, where he is now in stable condition and is expected to make a full recovery. Police have identified, caught, and charged suspect Azaria Anderson with $20,000 bail.
Now to another consumer headline, as a popular fast food spot here in the city of Oswego has officially shut down.
With more on the closure of the fried chicken hotspot, here's Eddie McAlpine. Eddie?
Thanks, Michelle. It may seem like we've been to chicken to report on this headline, but we can now confirm that the Popeyes here in the city of Oswego is closed for good. The restaurant initially closed just about 2 weeks ago on March 15th, only 24 hours after the store was made aware of the closure. The Oswego Popeyes location off State Route 104 and across from the Taco Bell has been open since September of 2022. The fried chicken fast food restaurant will be demolished and replaced with a 7 Brew, a national drive-through coffee chain based in Arkansas. This will be the first 7 Brew location in Oswego County, with other locations across central New York, notably in North Syracuse. Popeyes has been taken off DoorDash and Yelp, and the Popeyes website no longer shows the Oswego location. There's no clear date for the demolition at this time, but with the restaurant already shutting its doors, there will surely be more updates to come soon. We will continue to monitor the coffee chain conquering the chicken complex in the city. For now, I'm Eddie McAlpine. Back to you, Michelle.
Thanks, Eddie.
Still ahead tonight, the average price of gas in CNY is expected to increase.
Plus, Attorney General Pam Bondi has been fired by the president.
If it's hockey,
call the copy, Rob Delmore blind.
It's on Hockey Talk.
The hockey gods will bless me again with another victory.
Join Rob Finger and his panel of guests.
Rangers are going to beat them simply because vibes.
Vibes. You are winning this on vibes?
Vibes.
That's a solid argument.
As they take you through the hockey world.
We welcome you with open arms.
Tune into Hockey Talk only on WTOP.
I had to eat a raw egg on Chris's dormitory floor.
I currently don't have any federal pending charges.
You know what you never did? You never walked to Walmart, Chris. That's my co-host. This is for making me eat roast Pop-Tarts. It's showtime, Chris. Come on.
I want to be on the air for that. I got a couple things to say.
No. Spin the wheel. Oh, you got censorship.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to...
Welcome back to WTOP. I'm meteorologist Christopher Convitz with your full weather report. Now, as always, starting off with our song of the day, we have You Ever Seen the Rain by Creedence Clearwater Revival. And obviously, that is a absolute yes question for us here in Oswego. As we check a look to our rainfall totals these past 3 days, we are reaching almost 3 inches in Redfield, just a little east of us. Central Square almost at 3 inches also. Camden, east of us, also at almost just over 2.5 inches. Oswego, though, for us, just under 2.5 inches. Fayetteville at just above 2 inches, and then Watertown, north of us, at 1.89 inches. And as we go on, if you're planning on going home for this Easter weekend for your commute, we're going to have a possible chance of showers into the afternoon. So if you leave early here, you're going to be in the clear, but as the day progresses, you're going to have that chance of showers on your commute. Going into Sunday, though, those showers will continue overnight into Saturday, but they will clear out during the afternoon hours of Sunday. So when you do return here for campus, it will be hopefully cleared. And as we go on, please remember when you're driving that how much water it takes to move an object. An average person, 6 inches, small vehicles at 12 inches, and then pickup, SUVs, trucks, 18 to 24. So please remember, when you're driving around this area or back home, please, if you see a flooded area, turn around and don't drown. Going on into our futurecast tonight, we're going to see cloudy skies, possibly 49 still for us in Fulton. Continue on, showers will pick up again in the morning. 55 hitting already at 8 a.m. tomorrow morning for Friday for you. Reaching up to possibly 70 degrees, possibly 80 degrees down here in Syracuse by 5 p.m. Clearing out, cloudy skies possibly here and there, so if you do go out, cloud skies, clear skies, but that wintry mix might be coming in for us that Saturday with that temperatures just above the freezing range. Going out into 57 for your Saturday. Now tonight, chance of showers, maybe a rumble of thunder, possibly. I'm really overruling that, but there is a chance. 44 degrees, southeast winds of 14 to 20 miles per hour. Tomorrow, showers continue up to 66 degrees, south winds of 14 to 20 miles per hour. And as we take a look at our 7-day forecast, as I said, it's no joke. Here comes Peter Cottontail on the snowy bunny trail for your Sunday. 48 degrees going into that cold front. 33 for your Monday morning. And look at that, Monday, Tuesday, showers continuing on. Sunday, though, for your 44 on Wednesday. And then Thursday, 56 degrees with that sun and rain chance. That's all for my full forecast. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Chris. Well, I'll tell you what, Josh, I haven't minded the rain so much, but this humidity is getting on my nerves. I know that April showers bring May flowers, but enough is enough. I'm ready. I'm ready for the sun.
Absolutely. And the idea of snow on April, I mean, give me showers, but keep away the snow, please. Keep away the snow.
Only in Oswego, Josh.
Attorney General Pam Bondi was fired from the Department of Justice earlier today. Sources say Trump has been thinking on the move for days and delivered the news in what one person described as a tough conversation. Trump had become frustrated with Bondi on several fronts, including her lack of prosecutions targeting political opponents regarding the Epstein files. Sources say Todd Blanche will become the acting attorney general, and in a social media post, Trump says Bondi has a new job in the private sector.
With the conflict in Iran in its 5th week, Amazon is adding a 3.5% fuel and logistics surcharge for third-party sellers in North America. Amazon cited elevated fuel costs as well as the cost of operating as causes of the charge. Amazon joins UPS and FedEx as major shipping carriers who have imposed higher fuel surcharges since the beginning of the war. The surcharge takes effect on April 17th and will likely lead to price increases for consumers.
Starbucks announced Thursday they are expanding their tipping options. The expansion allows customers to tip when paying with card on mobile orders. This adds on to their current play of in-store, drive-through, and gift card options. The Green Siren is also adding ways for baristas to earn up to $1,200 a year if their store meets company standards for sales, operations, and customer satisfaction. Starbucks estimates this expansion could increase compensation as high as 8%.
50 years after the Apollo 17 mission, NASA has launched a crewed vessel into orbit around the moon.
We've circled it completely, and we forgot how beautiful it is to look down on Earth.
What a view for the 4-astronaut crew of NASA's Artemis II. Safely into space after a successful launch of its historic mission.
And liftoff. The crew of Artemis II now bound for the moon.
Before they get to their lunar destination, though, a series of maneuvering tests of their Chariot, the Orion spacecraft. Then, a decision point this evening to boldly go where no one has gone before or not.
That puts us outbound to the moon. That's a real big commit point.
If they do choose to continue, the roughly 6-minute translunar injection burn will increase Orion's velocity by about 900 miles per hour, propelling the capsule out of Earth's orbit toward the moon. Then slingshotting it around our closest universal neighbor, where the crew will be in a space league of their own.
They're going much farther than the other crews have before. So this is really uncharted territory. It's really important because we've never been to that part. So you don't want to go somewhere you've never been. You don't know what the craters are like. So it's basically charting your way before you actually want to get there and land.
The mission testing our capacity for deeper exploration while inspiring a whole new generation.
I can't wait to see what this generation, the Artemis generation, drives from it.
In Washington, Brian Abel reporting.
Artemis II's 10-day mission around the moon is a precursor meant to pave the way to a crewed moon landing, currently scheduled for 2028.
A Central New York pet owner was scammed earlier this week, believing their pets' lives were at risk. An anonymous owner from Central New York said they received a phone call from a restricted number, but when they answered, the person said they were from Humane CNY. They claimed they had their cat and needed their money to perform surgery. Humane CNY responded to this story, announcing they will never call from a restricted number and won't do surgery without the owner's permission.
The water levels in Oneida Lake have dipped below historical levels since the beginning of the year, but Fish Creek still faces early spring flooding. Melting snow from the Tug Hill Plateau and heavy rain are contributing to floods on the east end of Oneida Lake, where levels are higher than in other areas. With drier weather coming to the area, the current spike in lake levels are expected to work its way through the rest of the canal system and even out water levels.
With gas prices getting closer and closer to the $4 mark, the question seems to no longer be if, but when. According to AAA, they said the Syracuse average sits at $3.94, while the national average sits at $4.06. The price hasn't been this high since 2022 when Russia attacked Ukraine. Gas buddy DeHaan said he thinks the gas price will cross that mark by the end of the month.
Still ahead tonight, Jenna and I will bring you your full sports report on WTOP-10.
Do you like reading? Do you like reading books? Do you like looking at books? Do you like having a collection of books in your living room?
Now, before we get into the nitty-gritty, spoiler alert! Okay, Lord, why did I write this in yellow? I told you! Welcome back Between the Pages!
Good evening and welcome to Jeopardy! I am your host, Joe.
Hello, Simon. Joe is at this place. And I'm very concerned to see what Piper's answer is here. Sorry, it's a 98-page rule book.
guys are stunned still?
Joe, I'm going to sound like a little snob here. It was not founded by Ray Kroc.
Welcome back, everybody. Season 2 of Oswego Lazo.
Welcome back to WTOP-10. I'm Jenna Van Tom.
And I'm Nick Stetter, and this is your full sports report. And Jenna, I heard that you went to cover the men's tennis match yesterday.
Yes, I did, Nick. I went over to the Romney Fieldhouse and covered their doubles matches. It proved to be exciting as it kept me on the edge of my seat the whole time.
With the men's tennis season in full swing, they gained their first win of the season against Nazareth University yesterday, 5-2. Winning 2 out of the 3 of their doubles matches, giving the Lakers the point for doubles, I spoke with Mark Baker on his thoughts of both the strengths and weaknesses of the match.
We started off really well in the match yesterday. We haven't had many doubles matches, chances to practice, so that was a little bit shaky. I think the energy from all the guys were really good. It was a lot of positivity all around. I think we were excited to just get started and play another opponent other than ourselves.
With their next match just 2 days away against the St. John Fisher Cardinals, Coach Baker hopes to build on the strengths and improve on the weaknesses to get the boys a good momentum going forward in the season.
I think every match from here on out is just an opportunity to grow. We haven't peaked yet. We're not playing our best tennis yet for the season. So I'm just looking forward to that as we keep progressing throughout this year.
With it still early in the season, there's hope for them to build on this win and have a successful season going forward.
You know, Jenna, first of all, I'm surprised they are just in Romney. That makes me think that I kind of want to go to these games. Do you know when their next home match may be?
Yeah, Nick. Their next home match is actually going to be next Friday, April 10th against Houghton at 4.
Well, it looks like I'm going to be very busy at 4 o'clock on that day.
I bet you are. Today's SUNY Oswego Athletics named 2 lacrosse standouts as March Student Athletes of the Month. Junior attacker Alexis Hill delivered a star performance leading the SUNYAC with 44 points, scoring 39 goals and adding 15 assists. Hill made her mark on the field with 29 ground balls, 18 caused turnovers, and 20 draw controls. Junior midfielder Emmett Skarowitz tallied 24 points with 9 goals and 15 assists, ranking 3rd in the SUNYAC Conference in assists. Keep up the hard work, Alexis and Emmett.
And now coming down the 481, the Syracuse Orange football team has lost their top recruit. 5-star wide receiver Calvin Russell III is out indefinitely with a torn Achilles tendon during spring practice. Russell was expected to be an immediate playmaker and was one of the highest-ranked recruits to join Otto in the Orange in the 2000s. However, the depth of the Orange stands strong, with 4-star Amari Gotha and 3-star Cameron Hairston Taylor as well.
The Syracuse Mets are setting into their season with a mix of promise and growing pains. Early on, the team has shown flashes of offense, with timely hitting keeping on the competitive in close games. On the mound, consistency is still a work in progress as the pitching staff looks to lock in more reliable outings. As a AAA affiliate, development remains a key focus. With plenty of baseball left, Syracuse will look to build momentum to climb the standings in the weeks ahead.
And from citrus to sea creatures, the Vancouver Canucks pulled off one of the most ridiculous upsets we have seen in a while.
Finn the Whale and his boys took an 8-6 victory over the Colorado Avalanche, an upset that saw the worst team in the league by record beat the ranked highest team in the NHL.
And some headlines from that match included the 999th consecutive game for Brent Burns of the Avalanche, as well as the fastest goal for the Canucks since October 22nd, 2024, when Max Sassone scored only 29 seconds into the game.
What do you think of that, Nick? That's just incredible how the lowest ranked team currently in the NHL beat the highest ranked team.
It's something you really never see. It's very rare, and it's also why hockey is so entertaining as a sport, because you never truly know. And that's all sports really, and that's why we love the beautiful games we see online.
Exactly, I agree with you on everything, Nick.
And coming straight back to New York, where the Yankees are trying to keep this hot start going against the Mariners. And first up, we're going to see Ben Rice hit a base hit line down, inching to stay in, and just getting in for Cody Bellinger to get back to home. And Ben Rice getting a double on the play. Great play to start the game for the Yankees and get the lead. And we're going to ask Paul Goldschmidt a quick question. What is the best way to increase this lead? Maybe a 406-foot bomb to left center field to put the Yankees up by 4 on a 3-run homer. The 38-year-old veteran showing his stuff and showing the kids he's still got everything in his bag. What a play by the man at the top of the 6th. And Ben Rice is not done yet, as we'll see another homer going to right center. Almost a dagger, really beautiful play, a 1-run homer. Ben Rice finished this game with being 2 for 3 with 2 runs and 2 RBIs, being my player of the match definitely, and the Yankees would win 5-3. And stay tuned for after the break to find out our furry friend of the week.
$50. You better watch out. He's got to swat you like a bug. You stole it?
Today's pet of the week is Odie.
He's a border collie full of energy and loves running around in snow.
Odie is also camera shy, making it really hard to take pictures of him.
Make sure to watch next week to find out what the next pet of the week will be. Well, what about you guys? You guys got any pets at home?
3 dogs.
3? Mm-hmm. Wow, save some for the rest of us, Nick.
2 cats, 2 dogs. Golden Retriever and a yellow lab.
Wow. I used to have a yellow lab. Wow. We're connecting on Thursday night.
Yes, we are.
Now, before we go, Nick, do you have any updates on sports for us?
Yeah, going back to the Syracuse Mets, as Jenna previously mentioned, they lost to Toledo today 7-17, an absolute blowout. Unfortunate for the local Mets. But besides that, Chris, you got anything left with weather?
All I got is the flood advisory that ends tonight at 10:45 p.m.
Well, thank you, Nick and Chris, for joining us at the desk. That's our report for tonight.
And be sure to stay tuned for Laker Connections and Late Night with LeBones.
Thank you for watching.
Have a great night, everyone.